it's Friday. Listen, I am so excited and kind of like surprised already that this is like our last show of the year. I am your host, Miss Keisha Boyd, here from Mocha in the Morning. And of course, I couldn't do this without my officially Jorge. Hi,
Buenos
darling.
dias. And
Are you drinking
today,
café
if you
con
want,
leche?
you can call me George.
George? George. No, I'll stick with Jorge. How are you? We missed you.
I missed all of
How was
you.
your holiday since we didn't get to chat about it?
I know. I totally missed all of you. And but it was nice to spend some time in the sun. My mom and my sister, we had like a little girls' trip. And oh my God, it was the first time we've ever been on a trip. And like my mom and my sister did not go at it. There was like no crying. There were no like, like people pulling each other's wigs off or nothing like that. Like it was actually like non-dramatic. And I was like,
Where's the drama?
Just literally, it was like no drama. The drama was my bill that I got after the multiple trips to the spa. Every time I turn around, I'm like, what else did you do? Like, how do you do that many things at the spa? Like, get me to you. So funny.
Well, I'm so glad that you all had a wonderful time away. Yeah. That's amazing.
I came back looking like Chad. I was in the sun so much. Totally bleached out my hair.
Totally bleached out the hair. Do y'all see that?
But listen, oh my God, Keisha. So you know how I love watching like documentaries and stuff like that. Yes. All night watching all these things. Well, I saw one just recently. Girl, oh my God, it like put me through it. It's called Dear Santa. You can watch it on Hulu. And it's about Operation Santa that the US Postal Service has been doing for over 100 years.
What?
And basically people like, write in letters to Santa, and then other people like adopt them or adopt these different families. And then they deliver like these presents to, you don't even necessarily have to be like a family in need. It was just kind of like, if they pick your letter, then people adopt them. And then they kind of like, of course, at first it started off like, oh, that's so cute. And then you know how they get you, girl, like 10 minutes in. It was so, I was like, I just never knew that.
That is amazing.
Yeah. At one point, there's this one parent or one person. Yeah, this one parent. They're like, listen, so I just got a text from Santa, and like the kid like freaked out. She was like tripping. Because could you imagine as a kid thinking like, how do my parents like? How do you get Santa's number that they be texting back and forth? You know what I mean? Does Honor believe in Santa?
Well, he does, but not in that general sense. Like he's not necessarily understanding that Santa's supposed to bring his gifts because his mom and daddy don't put gifts under the tree already. He's like, can I open it? I'm like, no, it's not Christmas Day. He said, but it's Christmas time.
He's got a very valid point.
He has a very valid point, but I'm like, you gotta wait a few days, bud.
Well, I was always told, if you don't believe in Santa, well, guess what? The presents don't show up. I'm like, so that way to this day, I'm like, yes, you know what I mean? Come on, big old fat white man, bring it.
And if you know my husband, you know that is not the dialogue in this home. Okay. Santa black. Look, even the Santa we have, they black and they black.
That's you know what? And also in this documentary, there was this little girl. Oh my God, this little Mocha Marvel. She was so cute. And in the documentary, she was talking about how all the things that Santa does, but she loves the fact that even though it's not the real Santa, that all of the other Santas come in different colors. I was like, to be that young and recognize that, I was like, she better do it. She was like, Santa Claus can be all kind of different colors. I'm like, come on, Mocha Marvel.
Yes. Well, listen, I'm excited about the abundance of Christmas movies that are like on all the channels, not just BT. Okay. The mainstream channels is because, BT, the obligatory, right? But the other channels like the Hallmarks or Lifetimes, they all have a nice lineup of strong black leads, okay, which I am so excited to see. So I have a lot of movies to see over the holiday break, and I'm so excited and can't wait
I
to
know
get to it.
we should have like a movie watch party, but anyways,
Yeah.
woo, we have a lot coming up on the show because, of course, we also have the Vatrenda show coming up and the Fab Lab.
Absolutely.
And I know, like, already saw it in the script. I already saw in the script all these things about these like challenges.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, girl. Like, I still don't get it, but
it's fun.
I'm here for it.
It's fun. It's entertaining, and it's just, just a way of get people active and involved. And these challenges have been making these artists some good money. You hear me? Right. Okay, because all they gotta do is get the right person to do the challenge, and it takes off like wildfire.
Yeah,
and they're there.
Well, let's see if we can light a spark.
Yeah, light a spark, honey. But listen, all of that. But first, coffee.
I got the good stuff in it too.
Me too.
Right, it's hot somewhere.
Encore Vision Entertainment and Sister Soldiers Incorporated presents And Heaven and Nature Sings, a holiday celebration featuring Fred Johnson and Friends. Saturday, December 18th, 8 p.m. at the Jabe Theater at the Straz Center. For tickets, go to strazcenter.org. Encore Vision Entertainment and Sister Soldiers Incorporated presents And Heaven and Nature Sings, a holiday celebration featuring Fred Johnson and Friends. Saturday, December 18th, 8 p.m. at the Jabe Theater at the Straz Center. For tickets, go to strazcenter.org.
All right, Mocha Marvels, welcome back to Mocha in the Morning, where we're adding a little flavor to your morning blend. Once again, I'm your host, Miss Keisha Boyd, and I'm here with my Café con Leche, officially Jorge, and he has all of this week's steamers.
Good morning, Mocha Marvels. Are we ready for everything that's happening in Black Hollywood and entertainment?
Yes.
You mean me, yeah. Because according to BET.com, Doja Cat has pulled out of the Jingle Bell Ball.
What? Why?
Yeah. Okay. So apparently, she sent out a tweet earlier stating that some people in her crew tested positive for COVID, and now she has tested positive for COVID. And the Jingle Bell Ball, that's like a big iHeartRadio situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she's pulled out of the tour along with Lil Nas X,
okay,
and Coldplay. But check this out. This is the second time she's tested positive for COVID.
Oh, wow.
So someone is not taking their catnip.
You know what? I can.
Right? So,
right. Somebody's not taking the catnip.
Yeah. So, but those are three huge acts right now. Coldplay, Lil Nas X, Doja Cat to pull them out, and they're like, and who knows? So
that's
if the people around them and then them, especially now with this Megatron variant happening.
Megatron or Omicron?
Yeah, that.
I cannot deal with you this morning.
Look, I'm just a Hollywood reporter.
I'm sorry. Do your job. I'm sorry.
So, anyways, I wish them all the best in health, period, so they can get back on the stage to entertain the children. All right, so, and speaking of COVID, oh my goodness, this right here has got me super stressed. And that we are all looking forward to Black Panther 2, right? We cannot wait to return to Wakanda. Well, alleged anti-vaxxer Letitia Wright may not return.
Oh.
First of all, okay, so according to News One, already Black Panther, the production has been pushed back to 2022 because she was injured on set. So they're like, okay, so we're gonna like give you a hot minute to get it together. But now word is she's like, well, because Disney has a vaccine mandate for all of their employees and actors. And I mean, there is nothing that's gonna come between that mouse and his cheese.
But, right.
So
okay.
I mean,
but here's the thing though. So she's not coming back because of the vaccine?
Because of the vaccine mandate. So if you don't have a shot, then you don't get shot on film. For Disney.
I cannot with you.
So I really hope they work that out because
I do, because we cannot not have her,
Come on, come with her like double fists and stuff. Come on, Cherie. Come on. So I really hope they work that out. But look, I'm just like, girl, the check though, the check.
Yeah, it's the check, but some people, I mean,
I'll bet you this. I'll bet you this. I bet that there's no one in Wakanda has COVID. I'll tell you that for real.
I know they don't. They don't.
Nope, because they know what they're doing. All right, so let's talk about the CNN hero of the year, and what a gift she is. Her name is Shirley Raines, and she is a Black not-profit founder. Okay, so what she does is she provides like showers, meals, and listen to this, hair and makeup.
What?
Yes. Well, everyone knows that Skid Row in California and LA is infamous, for the homeless community. Yeah. And so she's been doing this for like over 6 years now. And even through COVID, she did not stop her operation. I mean, food is good. Showers is good. Other hygiene, providing hygiene products. That's awesome. But she's also doing hair and makeup.
Hair. I mean, listen. That's
LA.
That's LA. Listen. So you look all the way in LA. So she's providing homeless people with hair and makeup. I mean, that's essential when you need to get a confidence booster to go try to find a job or get your leg. Yeah, I'm amazed by that.
Well, I'm trying to get hair and makeup over here too, because like
hello.
We're trying to keep it festive. So congratulations to her. What's really cool is that this isn't the first time she's received an award like this, because just last year in 2020, she also received a hero award from Essence. So she's just stacking up the trophies. Speaking of trophies, now this is so, girl, this has really got me. So, I'm a big tennis fan, and the number one, like the best, like the GOAT, right? The greatest player of all time, who's been in the news because of the movie that just came out, King Richard. Well, Serena Williams just announced that she is withdrawing from the very first Grand Slam of the year, the Australian Open.
Really? Okay.
Because Australia, well, she's citing that, if you go to ESPN.com, at the Wimbledon Grand Slam earlier this year, right out the gate, she injured herself, and she hasn't played a match since Wimbledon. So that's Wimbledon, the US Open, and she's also going to miss the Australian Open. Well, and the other thing is, what's really interesting is that I don't think we still really know which athletes are vaccinated or not, but Australia, their government is saying, if you don't have a shot, you don't get in here.
Wow.
Now you cannot get down under there unless
you got a shot.
But anyways, she, it's still on the injured list. So I want her to like get it together, because I need her to be out there on that court snatching trophies.
Absolutely. We need her.
Yeah,
we're gonna miss her if she's not there.
And speaking of women and trophies, we have a first. And we love bringing you the first. Kristen Hayden becomes the first Black woman, right, to win a national title. 23 years old, and we know what's interesting. This just happened at the USA diving competition, the national. She won it with a partner in the synchronized 3-meter dive.
Okay.
And I'm like it's really cool, like when you win something like on your own, but when you win something with somebody else, that you have to be like imperfect, like synchron, like everything has to be like
Yeah.
I mean,
the slightest tilting your foot could, you know.
And you don't know if, like, sometimes there are some non-melanated people who don't have any kind of rhythm or understand or get choreography. And so, I mean, to some of us, it comes naturally. But congratulations to her, right? Congratulations to her in winning this title, because again, there's a little girl out there who says, you know what? I'm going to become a diver and I'm going to snatch a trophy and I'm going to get that too.
Absolutely. Yes. Congratulations.
So, anyways. All right. And I know we talked about this earlier and I'm still trying to figure this out and I can't wait to actually participate in this. But all these challenges, right? And the one that's like on and popping right now is the Can We Talk? So R&B singer and crooner Tank has challenged everyone to take this on. And let me tell you, come on, Tevin Campbell, talk about a boost in your Spotify streams.
Hello. Listen, that is one of the most critical and instrumental songs of our like teenage lives is Can We Talk? And so when Tank has issued this, you know, he issued it because Joe Budden said the young R&B singers were trash. And he was like, oh, don't do that, Joe Budden. Don't you do that. And then he was like, you know what? Let's prove him wrong. And so he issued this challenge and the response has been amazing from the young men and, you know, some women who've taken on the challenge as well. And the one video that Tevin Campbell is actually singing with one of the singers, she is amazing. When I say I've watched the video like 5 times because it's just amazing. It really is. So kudos to Tank. You know, this has definitely put eyeballs on him too. You know, not Tevin Campbell, but you know, and so now he's like, all right. You know, gonna do some more singing challenges for the guys. So it's pretty cool. But we can
so hopefully, right? I gotta drink my tea. You know, so we can get up, you know.
Hold on. Can we talk? No?
For a minute.
Hey, boy, I want to know your name.
Let me get to know her. Can we?
It's got to be a higher key, friend.
Oh, I gotta go higher. Okay.
You know what? I'm done.
I'm trying, girl. I'm trying.
Somebody is shutting the computer down right now because
somebody's shutting it down. That's not what we're trying to watch today. And that's everything that's happening in Black Hollywood and entertainment. And happy holidays to you all.
Yes. All right. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back with this week's hot topics or piping hot topics, excuse me. Can we talk?
It's not there. It's there. It's up there. Up there. Yeah.
Boy, I want to know
your name. Oh, you got here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no. No. Oh, no. Cut. Hey, Mocha Marbles. Now, I know you guys are enjoying all those piping hot topics, but don't forget that the Val Trenda Show is coming up soon. And guess what we're talking about? Well, how about you find out when you join in to the Val Trenda Show right here on the Mocha Media Network.
All right, Mocha Marbles, welcome back to Mocha in the Morning, where we're adding a little flavor to your morning blend. I am your host, Miss Keisha Boyd, and listen, it is time for Piping Hot, and I could not do this without my Mocha Marvel sisters. Listen, it's Christmas time. They're looking festive. They're looking good. Okay, so let's get them introduced. Dr. Jen Dobson. Now, Before Jen says anything, I want you to observe Mrs. Claus.
Hello. Look, it is Christmas time, ladies, and this is my favorite time of the year. And you can be naughty, you can be nice, you can be whatever you want at Christmas. Just FYI. So happy holidays.
I love it. Miss Kristen Glanton.
What's up, sweetnesses? How y'all doing?
Ooh, child. And Kiva Williams, the fun footy mama, is here.
Hey, hey, hey. I'm so happy to be here, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Be sure to stay tuned for my 2 upcoming events happening this weekend.
All right. Now, ladies, let's jump right into it. We have lots to cover today. We're going to start with, our complete and sincere condolences to those families and all of those who've been affected by the tornadoes in Kentucky. So we definitely send our love and prayers to those victims, their families, and everybody who's, been misplaced or displaced actually by this horrible, horrible tornado. So prayers and thoughts to you before we get started. All right. So our first topic today in Piping Hot, the principal at LeBron James School in Ohio slapped the kid. Okay.
Shame.
Now, Kiva, what would make somebody just slap a kid?
Okay, listen, I'm a mom of 3, so I get it. The kids be trying you. They be tap dancing on your nerves. I get that. But as a educator, as a Black female, as a woman, I'm just surprised that she would take it that far. Like, lady, come on now. You can't be slapping people's kids. We don't do that.
Okay. Okay. Now here's the thing. And I've been a high school teacher before.
Okay.
I've been 2 seconds from slapping the taste out of kid mouth. You know what I'm saying?
On the bows.
What? Okay. Because I'd be like, this job I will quit.
But she's the principal. She's
the principal. So here's the thing. I don't care, if the kid did not put their hands on her.
They didn't. I think they said something disrespectful.
He was disrespectful, or
probably called her a B. Probably called her a BITCH. Let's just take it there.
And so what she did was her reaction to the parent was like, I just reacted and slapped him, and she busted the little kid's lip. He's 11 years old. Now, I don't know what was going on, but she had Jen. Now, you're not finna, my baby.
I mean, how hard did she have to slap that baby? She brought that man back from Africa.
Hard in order for him to bleed through his mask, by the way. So no, it's not acceptable. I mean, myself, I'm a professor, and I'm also going to be doing some part-time teaching at some elementary school and high schools as well as needed. And the one thing they teach you is never touch a child, and you should know better, because I know my son, if somebody would have touched my child, I would be at that school. I mean, they should know better. And as a principal, she's obviously been in the school system for a long time to get to that level.
20 years.
Yeah, so you know better. Unless maybe maybe 20 years is too long and she just sick of those kids. I mean, maybe there's a time limit where you just got to get out.
Yeah,
it's limits, and then you got to go. But
absolutely,
I don't know how bothered she was exactly, because like a month later, she was on Twitter doing a dance video.
Listen.
She probably low-key happy she got fired, y'all. She's like, okay, you don't know with this kid.
Ain't nobody got time for these kids. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, that's pretty sad. You got to have more, control and restraint as an adult.
Well, she's been on administrative leave for the last couple of months before they finally decided to. So this has been going on for a while. Yeah.
Oh, well, extended vacation. All right. So the end of the year, holiday season, it always kind of gets us in our feelings, right? Like, it's a tough season for a lot of people. And mental health is super duper, like, exponentially just compounded, right? And I'm so glad that we have the show, shows like the Val Trenda show, where she talks about mental health and things like this. But this man killed his pregnant girlfriend, was it Kristen? Ex-girlfriend and wife, right? Ex-wife.
Ex-wife.
And what, Kristen, tell me, what was going on with him?
He had a lot of issues going on at that time. So he had broken up with his ex-girlfriend, of course, and he was also going through a long ongoing custody battle, I think since 2018 with his ex-wife. And he claimed that every time he would get into an issue with his ex-wife, the first thing that she would threaten was to take away his children. Both of them, him and the ex-wife, were nurses as well. So he was also going, he just got let go from his job. He claimed he was fired for being a whistleblower at his job. He made a complaint on a doctor for some medicine issues, for stealing medicine or something like that. So he was going through that as well. And he was upset that now he was working as a regular nurse and being put at more risk of COVID. So yeah. So he was going through issues with his ex-girlfriend, his ex-wife. He was upset about the custody battle issues. He had, there were many domestic violence. They had domestic violence cases against him in the past. A lot of them were dropped or dismissed. So this was it's just a lot of chaos that culminated into this drama. Not excusing anything that he did, of course.
Absolutely.
But this was just a lot of tragedy. Thank goodness the kids weren't necessarily hurt physically. Most likely they're going to be hurt emotionally, but they were found in a parking lot, safe in his car, unharmed. But this is just absolutely tragic.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
That's why you need to get the help. You need to reach out. You need to talk to folks. You need to get help. Life is stressful, It
is.
And there's a lot of lessons to be learned as well on the women's side. And again, this is obviously not the women's fault. But we do want to recognize that if you are threatening to take away someone's children and it's not valid reasons, because he's claiming that the ex-wife was saying that he was molesting his kids and he wasn't. We don't know. But if you're making false allegations against, your ex, that's not acceptable. And then the ex-girlfriend decided to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And so that's where he kind of snapped, like, oh, now you're going to take away my child too.
Yeah. And then also, Jen, you were telling us about a man in Brandon who,
Exactly. Yeah. And Brandon, Brandon, Florida, right here. So right down the street from us, a man opened fire, 72 rounds in broad daylight, same type of issues as far as mental issues, saying that he didn't get the help he needed. He needed help. Nobody's been helping him. It was fortunate that they did take him into custody unharmed, and he will get some type of mental help. And nobody was harmed, which is really good. But mental health treatment is so important. And so, we definitely want to recognize, if you're having some type of mental stresses, to reach out and get help that you need before taking it to that next level.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. All right. So let's talk about Kiva. It's award season, obviously, we're here now, and some of our amazing Black filmmakers or Black actors and actresses, and those in entertainment have been nominated for Golden Globes. So
Black by demand.
Yes.
I'm so excited to see my girl Issa Rae. First of all, in my head, she's like my best friend. Even though this season Insecure is not my favorite, I'm holding on to seasons 1 through 4. I especially love season 1 and season 4, episode 8. But, we're not talking about that specifically. But I just love Issa. Look at what she's doing in the community. She's art imitates life. She's bringing Black artists. She's letting people be directors. She has so much. She's growing the community, and like the Black excellence just exudes from her. So I love it for her. And also Will Smith. Oh my God, he's like an icon, right?
His book is amazing.
I almost bought it, I was in BJ's and I was like, do I want to pay $17? But you know what? You were right. He's worth it.
The audio is amazing.
Okay,
the audio. I listened to the audio book and it was awesome. So you had so Will Smith, Tracy Ellis Ross, Issa. Who else do we have? Mahershala Ali,
Denzel.
And Denzel. Listen,
yeah,
they have a whole lineup. Listen, so the Hollywood Foreign Press Association is trying to get us back, right? Because their lack of diversity, they've come under fire for that over the recent years. So they're trying their best to trying to get some diversity in here somewhere, right? They are fighting against the crisis. So we are, hoping that this will be not just a, let me show up right now, but something that they incorporate from for years to come. So let's talk about, which I'm excited about, which is hot girl grad Megan Thee Stallion, who just recently graduated with a BA in health administration from Texas Southern University. One time for the HBCU grads. Whoop, whoop. So listen, we're all excited for her. Most importantly, I'm excited that the fact that she is like one of the top entertainment, superstars right now, but she did not let her goal of graduating from college, fall by the wayside. She was committed to it, Jen. And I mean, that's applauded, right? And speaking of Jen, not only is she graduated, but she's doing businesses, tell us a little bit more about what she's doing.
Yeah, exactly. So she's going above and beyond and excelling. And this is important, I think, for anybody that's in an industry where maybe you're not as popular in 10 years. And so she's looking at her goals and saying, let me make sure that I can implement all the things I want to do while I have the money, while I have the superstardom. And she's going to be helping a lot of people in the community with these different businesses that she's opening up with, like healthcare and so much that she's doing. And honestly, to me, like, I respect anybody that can get through, school as an educated person myself. Like, it's not easy, and everybody here has a degree as well, and it's not easy, the tenacity that it requires to follow through. And I don't know if I could have done it if I had the money that she had. I'd be like, you know what, I'm good, I got money, I'm okay, like, forget these classes. Like, I don't know that I could have done it. So, like, shout out to her.
She said she made a promise to her mom, who recently passed away, and so she was going to be. So I'm curious about her motivation for wanting to open up these these assisted living facilities, which I think is wonderful. I mean, we need more of that, but I'm just curious about her motivation for it. But I think it's a wonderful thing, and like you said, Jen, I cannot even imagine her. I mean, it's hard enough just to do that as just a regular college kid, but doing it and having to be a performer, an artist as well.
Right.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And also I'm excited because, she comes across a lot of negativity because of the type of music and type of genre she's in, raunchy, hood, ghetto, whatever. But I mean, people love it. And now she's doing something positive. So, hey, take that, haters.
Right.
That's right.
Okay. Okay. Right. Lab coat and stilettos.
Boom.
Right.
All right, ladies, we have so much more coming up with our Piping Hot. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Encore Vision Entertainment and Sister Soldiers Incorporated presents And Heaven and Nature Sings, a holiday celebration featuring Fred Johnson and Friends. Saturday, December 18th, 8 p.m. at the Jade Theater at the Straz Center. For tickets, go to strazcenter.org. Encore Vision Entertainment and Sister Soldiers Incorporated presents And Heaven and Nature Sings, a holiday celebration featuring Fred Johnson and Friends. Saturday, December 18th, 8 p.m. at the Jade Theater at the Straz Center. For tickets, go to strazcenter.org.
All right, Mocha Marvels, we are back with more Piping Hot. Of course, I have my Mocha Marvel sisters. We have a few more things to talk about. Let's jump right into it. Okay, Jen. Diddy is trying to buy out the majority owner of Sean John. Now, this so reminds me of, well, one, I just finished working on House of Gucci, right? And how nobody in reality, nobody in the Gucci family owns Gucci. Go figure, right?
What?
So I'm like, how is it that Sean John doesn't own? I know they build these businesses up and then they sell them, right? Is that the goal? To sell it and make money, but now he wants it back. Why?
Yeah, so he did. He sold it. He made a lot of money off of it. The only reason I think he's buying it back is because it's going through bankruptcy, and I don't think he wants that legacy to die. But there was a lot of issues between him and the company because he had to sue them before for using some of his labels or imaging or whatever without permission. So there was some copyright infringements and some different things that have gone on. So it'll be surprising, like, because he's lowballing on the number, 3.3 million, that's like nothing. So I don't know if they're going to sell it for that. Right now, they have it open to see if other people will possibly come in with a better deal. But yeah, 3.3, I mean, with all the money they've made, 3.3 is nothing. So the only reason I think that they could possibly do it is if this bankruptcy is imminent and they have no choice. Because I think they have until like March before they have to make some final decisions. But it makes sense. I mean, if he does in fact buy it back, he can rebrand it. He wants to bring the younger community back into wearing, Sean John. So, I mean, we'll see what happens with it. But I mean, it's a smart move on his part. It's a steal if the company accepts that lowball offer.
I saw that, I'm thinking that because I thought that too, Jen, that 3.3 million is a steal, but the lawsuits that he has a $25 million lawsuit against Sean John and a $60 million lawsuit against the company that is going bankrupt that own 90% of Sean John. So maybe he's like, maybe I'll let the lawsuits go if you just go ahead and give me the 3.3 million deal.
Right, definitely.
Because he's got these major lawsuits against them, right. So that's what I'm thinking.
But the lawsuits wouldn't go anywhere because if they file bankruptcy, there's no money. He's not going to get it. You know what I mean?
That's why they probably filed bankruptcy though, because they're trying to avoid paying him. So
yeah.
So they just need to give it to him for $3.3 million.
Be done with it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, good luck, Diddy, Love, Puffy, whatever your name is today. All right, listen.
Do say.
I did, right. So there is a professor at Fordham University who has been fired, okay, because he mixed up the name of two Black students. Now, on the surface, Kiva, this is very innocent, he mixed up why should he get fired? Do you think he should get fired for mixing up the kids' names, the students' names, Kiva?
Okay, I read the article and listen, I'm like super pro Black Lives Matter, but I don't know. I thought it was a little harsh. I mean, I read the article and it said that the students felt like he had, kind of done this before, mixed up their names and kind of been, I guess, dismissive of them. But I mean, when you're a professor, Jen, don't you have a lot of students? I don't even remember my own kids' names. I'm not trying to be funny, but I mean, come on, are we reaching, guys, a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Kiva, to a certain extent. I think it is reaching. I don't remember nobody's name. I don't remember people that I've known for 10 years. I'll see them at the club and be like, shh. So I understand that. But I will say, though, that some of their complaints was that he seemed very dismissive on caring. When it was brought to his attention that, hey, it looks like you're mixing up two Black people's names, he was very like, whatever. And he's been giving off this kind of like great white hope type of persona, which we do see in white privilege a lot, because he sent out some article talking about all the things he's done for Black people and how he's
don't do that.
Yeah,
when he did.
Yeah.
Listen, hold on. Let me tell you. Hold on, Chris. Hold on.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I've known Kristen for 20 plus years. We've been very, very close friends for a long time. So I've been watching her the whole time y'all been talking. I said, oh, she It ain't
She's not with our answers.
Look, she ain't really with that. Go ahead, Chris.
Different opinions matter.
Go ahead, girl.
Because look. Okay. The first year student has taken 4 classes with him and has corrected him numerous times. And he still can't get it. He still can't get it. Okay, he still can't get her name. And then on top of that, he let the whole class know that if there was any problems or issues with him, to email him and the dean, which they did. They emailed him and the dean. Okay, the school decided what they were going to do with him, not the students. They didn't cause a ruckus. They didn't cause an upset. They didn't have a riot or a protest. They did as he suggested do if they had an issue. Now, if the school decided that that's what they wanted to do with him, they wanted to terminate him, that's on the school, not the students.
What's the reason?
Dramatic. They did right. They did as asked. And then on top of that, all they wanted was an acknowledgement and an apology. His response to them in a letter, in his response to them, was, sorry, I had a confused brain. The professor had a confused brain. Didn't
he send it to the whole class?
Yeah. Sent it to the whole class. He said he had a confused brain, and the fact that he, that he has worked all this time tirelessly for, he did a whole I Love Black People resume.
Right.
That's what he did. And all of that was absolutely unnecessary. Like ridiculous. Like, no. You did too much. You did too much.
You did too much.
So it wasn't the mistake. It wasn't the mistake. Yeah. It was how he reacted to the mistake.
Right. And it probably wasn't his first thing, because the school's just not going to fire somebody just because of this one situation. He had something else.
There has to be.
Yeah, it has to be. Because that sounds, what did the school use as their line for resignation? Did they say due to, does anybody know?
We don't know. Okay. We don't know that, but it had to be something. You just don't fire somebody on first offense unless it was like horrible. Yeah. So he had to. Yeah, I mean, it had to be some other things in his file that got, and this was like the last straw.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, for me as a professor, like I know I'm gonna mess up everybody's name. So like once I read this article, I was like, oh, I gotta make some changes. Like, because so now, like what I plan on doing is making sure that every day they have their name card on their desk in front of them, which they did in my doctorate program. So our professors never had to know our name. The entire 3 years, our name was in front of us. So maybe that's a solution, because I know I won't remember, and it will be an honest mistake. Because, just like sometimes they think all Black people look the same. Sometimes we think all white people look the same. So,
right.
We do. Him and Karen look identical. I don't know. They both got blonde hair. I mean, I don't.
Listen. That's all good. That's one of the reasons I will shamelessly say I enjoy being spending my time at my HBCU, because all of my professors knew my name. Okay.
Hello.
At that personal touch, huh?
Come on now.
We didn't get that the PW.
Look,
no.
miss too many, like they used to do at fam. My dad used to tell me, I don't know if they did it in mine while we were there, Chris, but if you miss too many days of class, they come into your dorm room. Do.
Knock on that door.
Healthy check.
Keisha.
Okay.
In your pajamas,
no,
come on.
First they'll lock you out the class, right. And then they'll come and knock on your door.
Right. Like, baby, you finna fail. Okay.
Right.
Listen. All right, listen now. The Bachelorette. Now, I will admit, I've not don't watch The Bachelorette, mostly because it's been white. I'm just gonna be honest. But they've been putting some Black people on screen as contestants, and and they've gotten great, or better. This season, no, it's real black. It's black. Okay, because the Bachelorette is Black, and honey, she has managed to make sure all 4 of her finalists are men of color. So this is a first in history for the franchise of the Bachelorette, Bachelor. Okay, how are we feeling? Anybody watch? And no, I've seen the young men, but I haven't watched the journey.
Wait, I have a question though for anybody that's watched it, because I don't. Did all of them from the very beginning start off everybody started off Black? No, they eliminated.
She eliminated him.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
It's giving
I feel like the show is scripted though. I'm sorry. I watch it from time to time, just kind of like tune in. But to me, it's such a scripted show that like I don't get too invested in it, because I'm like, this is like fake, y'all. Like
it's a Bachelorette.
Like, this is not like real. This is a fairy tale. They're in a fairy tale land for like 2 weeks. You know, of course you're gonna fall in love when you're being catered to. Things are being like, you know, whimsical treatment. Like, you know, you're living the best life. So it's easy to fall in love in this type of environment. And then when you get out of TV land in real life, I mean, do these people actually really go through with it and get married? I mean, like, come on now. Is it real?
I don't know, Jen. Have you? I know you ain't watched it, girl.
I have watched Bachelorette shows before. I will say, and I have watched them through to conclusion. I haven't watched this one, but I will say this. I mean, A, I did see the men though. They are all 4 days fine. But B, like, I think it's an interesting concept because like our entire lives, we were told that we cannot date multiple men. And then now they're like, you can date 4 men. And I'm like, where do I sign up to be on the show? Because I would like to enjoy this type of environment. And can I choose more than one? So I'm all for it. I mean, she's beautiful. They are fine. It's like the perfect world. I just wish real world was the same. Because
Jen, I think you would absolutely thrive on that show.
Well, look, somebody call Bachelorette and tell them I'm ready. Okay.
Put you in, coach. Put you in.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna pick a white one and a black one. I want both. I want a white one and a black one. Thank you.
Said she want both on. All right, listen up, ladies. This has been amazing. This is our last and final piping hot session before the new year. So I want to wish you all the very Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, all the love, all the festivities and joy and happiness your heart and mind and body can stand. So I hope you and your families have an amazing time. And I love you so much.
Love you guys.
Love you too. All right, Mocha Marvel, stay tuned. Check out this week's Mocha Minute, and we'll be right back.
I'm so excited to invite you out to my 2 Kwanzaa events happening this Saturday and Sunday. The first one is at the African Extravaganza in Tampa, Florida from 5 to 7 p.m. It's a family event. We're going to come out, shop locally with Black-owned business. We're going to hear some African drum. I'm going to teach an African dance class. It's going to be so much fun, guys. Please come out. Bring your families. And then on Sunday, I'm hosting a Kwanzaa Unity Tea. So come out. We're going to talk about the 7 principles of Kwanzaa over a 4-course dining experience at Joseph's Tea from 3 to 5 p.m. See you there.
Welcome back, Mocha Marvels. You're watching Mocha in the Morning on the Mocha Media Network. And before we get to our Mocha moment, I just want to let you know that all of us on Mocha in the Morning, we want to stuff your stocking.
Yes, we're going to stuff your stocking with some fashion drama. That's right. We have got some passes for 2 to see House of Gucci.
And how do we get them? How do we get them?
Listen, all we need for you to do is like our page, tag a friend, and hashtag Mocha in the Morning, hashtag House of Gucci. And you might be the winner of 2 passes to go see House of Gucci. That's
and so you mean to say if I share the show and hashtag Mocha in the Morning and House of Gucci, you'll get me free tickets? Now I can get them too?
Yeah, no. Well, I'll take you as a date.
And speaking of dates, if you have any special moments that you want to share with us, just go ahead and slide into our DMs at Mocha Morning Show, because we want to see all of your amazing Mocha moments. And so on that note, here's this week's Mocha moment.
Take a look. What a show. Listen, we are so festive, so full of joy and happiness, so thankful to be with our family and friends this holiday season, because everybody can't say that, unfortunately.
No.
So I am so thankful, Jorge, to be your co-host, your co-pilot on this Mocha in the Morning, journey, and the expansion of the Mocha Media Network with the Lab and the Valtrenda Show. Like, we are blessed. We really are. And I'm very grateful. And I just thank you for always having our backs like you do and being an amazing producer and visionary. I love you so much.
And I want to thank you for always being, it's you know what I say. Are we squad or not?
We squad, baby. That's right. Listen, everybody, don't hold all this Mocha goodness for yourself, right? Don't take all the flavor. Share it with your friends and family. Tag somebody. Invite them to watch the show. We just want to expand our network. Make sure we can bring a little flavor to everybody's morning. So make sure you're sharing, telling everybody about the show. Most importantly, take some time this holiday season for yourself. Okay.
Yes, definitely.
I know you got to, entertain your family and friends and do all this stuff. Make sure you find some time for just a little bit of self-care, because it's so important. It's so important.
Which all the more reason to watch the Valtrenda Show, which is coming up later on the network, along with the Fab Lab. And really, congratulations to those ladies on those shows, because to bang out 6 shows like that, and to actually it was just like a very seamless weave into our family, right? Our Mochaverse, as Kia says. So
yes. Well, we love you. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all the good stuff, Happy Kwanzaa, everything in between.
Guys,
okay?
Guys, I know, don't. How to do it.
You should ever know. It's so you, Jorge. I love you all. Have a great holiday season. We'll see you on the flip side.
2022.
Yes.